What is up, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jesse. I'm a recent college graduate who has passed all 4 parts of the CPA exam. Today, I'm going to explain to you why you shouldn't take FAR first and revealing what the best order is for you to pass all your exams on the first try. So without further ado, let's jump in. Getting right into the action with reason number 1 why you shouldn't take FAR as your first CPA exam. It is the hardest exam statistically. Cumulatively, in Q1 and Q2 of 2021, there was a 44.7% pass rate, which means that over half of the applicants failed. Nobody wants to fail their first exam, so why would you start with FAR if you have the highest chance of failing? If you took FAR first, you would have the least amount of confidence and the least amount of knowledge on the types of questions the AICPA asks. In a perfect world, yes, taking FAR would be a smart strategy because you would have gotten the worst exam out of the way and it would be smooth sailing from there. But in reality, FAR is not an easy pass for everyone, so we need every advantage to try and succeed on the first attempt. A much better strategy would be to take a higher pass rate exam first and build off of that momentum to tackle FAR as your second exam. Getting into reason number 2 now, it is the longest exam to study for. Like I said previously, the CPA exam heavily depends on momentum. In the Becker materials, FAR has 10 sections and the final review to study, which took me about 3 months to cover. Studying for 3 months with no prior tests passed could feel like a very long road, and some people may feel like quitting even before they take their first exam just because they feel like it's too boring or discouraging, or they have no results to show for their hard work yet. What I did personally was I took audit first and passed it, then took FAR. I went through the audit study material relatively quickly and got my first exam under my belt before I attempted FAR. Taking audit first helped me persevere through the long journey of FAR, knowing that I had already passed 1 exam. Now moving on to our last reason number 3, there's too many things to worry about already during the first exam. You're nervous about your first exam, you probably can't sleep the night before, you need to figure out how to get there, how long it takes to get there, where to park. You probably want to get there extra early in case you get lost, which leads to even less time to sleep. And you need to learn the check-in process with the IDs and the lockers and the security checks. All of those factors will take your focus away from your exam, which will decrease your performance. In order to succeed at FAR like we talked about, we need every advantage we can get. If we take FAR second, we know exactly how the check-in process works, how long it takes to drive to the testing center. We probably got a better night's sleep and will be way more prepared and focused to pass FAR. So what is the best order to take the 4 exams? First, audit. It only has 6 sections to study for in Becker. All practice questions can be taken relatively quickly because there is little to no math involved, and audit concepts are fresh and familiar in our brains from audit class in school or audit experience at our job. In my opinion, it is the best exam to start with. Second, FAR. The longest to study for, but once we pass audit, we'll have the confidence and motivation to take on FAR. There's some overlap in concepts between audit and FAR, which helps too, which is why we should take them back to back. Studying for FAR second, you won't be tired of studying yet, which will help you stay focused and produce results. Third, regulation. Although the second highest pass rate, I think it's one of the hardest exams, and I personally got the lowest score on it out of the 4. 8 sections to study for in Becker, but it won't seem like a lot because you just took FAR with 10 sections. A pass on this exam and you'll be able to see the finish line. Lastly, BEC. This exam has the widest variety of content, which means they typically like to test just the fundamentals on a range of topics, and they stay away from the minutia. The easiest and the shortest exam. Save it for last because you'll be tired of studying at this point and you want easy content to end with. Hope these tips help, and please subscribe for more videos on how to pass the CPA coming out soon. Have a great day, everyone, and happy studies. Cheers.